So I spy with my little eye some hating ass hoes who continue to try to lie. And we're just not going to be doing it today. So from here on out, I've decided let me transmute the energies like the true alchemist that I am and go ahead and turn that frown upside down and turn that negative into nothing but positives. So, with that said, okay, let's get into this reading, y'all. And before, let me actually look into my notes because I had a couple of things I wanted to preface this reading with, okay? So I had some dreams. I had a dream today. I'm not trying to be funny, but every time I say that, it makes me think of it. But the bottom line is I heard ringing in my left ear, okay? And again, y'all know I'm the type of person that likes to look into things before I just jump to a snap judgment or before I make an assumption or before I think that I know everything that I'm seeing is what I should be believing. And the reason is I know that I don't know everything. So I try to figure out where to find what it is I need to know if I don't know. Okay, so then now I would and will know in the future. But with that said, you guys, the ringing in my left ear came after I had ringing in my right ear. They both happened in the same week. Now, for most people, they'd be like, why is she talking about that? Maybe it's tinnitus. Maybe it's this. Maybe it's that. Well, maybe it could be. But at the same time, I'd rather look at all of the potential factors rather than just immediately going with just one. Sometimes there's a multitude of factors and reasons and influences that could be causing certain things. So, with that said, let me stop being extra for right now because it's like I'm at the point where, I just want to, like come on, bro. Like let's cut the crap. Stop the cap and cut the crap, right? So, like I said, with the ringing in my left ear, I decided to look a little bit deeper than just saying, oh, it's just tinnitus. And what I found spoke volumes and definitely aligned with the messages that I feel like I need to be looking into for the collective today. Now, keep in mind, guys, these are timeless readings. Okay, every last one. You guys can even go back and you know what? Go ahead and test my theory, right? Because I've tested it myself and it may be different for other people. So let's see if what I say really holds weight, right? Unlike the majority of folks. But anyway, I would just suggest hey, check out those old readings and see if something might still resonate with certain situations because like I said for me I did find that some of those readings from back when I first started back in May 2017 on through to this very moment and in the future I know that these readings still have relevance. So guys, check that out. But the point is the left ear was ringing. It was a ring-a-ling-a-linging, girl. And what I found is a couple of interesting key points that I want you guys to take away from this reading, okay? Now, I'm not going to make this too long, all right? But I'm going to just show you a little something with this Four of Wands, girl, because right when that shuffling stopped and right when I started getting into the nitty gritty, yeah, we have our key takeaways today, and let's go over the bullet points, shall we? So, the ringing in the left ear is often seen as a warning sign. That's one of the key points, or a negative omen. So, seeing as how I had the opposite happen previously with the ringing in the right ear, which is usually a sign for good fortune, which I see in this card right here too, girl, but we'll get to that in a minute. I see good fortune, and it came before the ringing in the left ear. It's funny how the contrasts are happening at the same time. That could definitely apply to a lot of us because, honey, you won and they know it, right? And so, the first thing that I got, usually with things with my body or the signs that I see outside of myself, I try to analyze what was I feeling, even with dream interpretation. What was I feeling at the time I noticed this angel number or noticed this message or what have you, right? I try to look at how I was feeling. And immediately I felt like I needed to turn on the Buri Nazar for evil eye and to call on Kalima for protection. That's how I felt on the inside. Like, oh, somebody trying to throw something my way. Oh, nope. Time to go ahead and get that shit up out of here. Stop the cap. I keep saying that. But back to the point, right? I think it's funny because that was how I felt. When I looked at that first key takeaway about how it could be a bad omen or that there's negativity around me or a warning sign, especially after the situation I'd went through when, the ringing in my left ear happened after the situation where I got jumped, basically. I put two and two together. Okay. Some people will tell you that makes five, but we all know what it makes, right? So I said, let me put up some countermeasures and counter strikes and maybe even some preemptive strikes if necessary. And put up the necessary parameters of protection that I know how to create around myself. Obviously, you give it to God first. That's the easy thing to do. But then energetically, there are things that we have to do in regards to maintenance. We have to maintain our energy. God, you can't always call on God and say, do this, do that, do this, do that. That's not how that works. We've got to put in some amount of intention and effort and work, right? We have to put in some sort of action along with those prayers and requests. So knowing this, I said, let me do these things and put things in place. Even some hidden booby traps to fall in and reveal to me what I need to see. And it's been being revealed. And one thing I've noticed, here's another key takeaway. We have 7 key takeaways. 7 is a very spiritual number. 7 is all about embracing solitude, seeking solace in solitude, introspection, and divinity. Those are the 3 key takeaways for that number, right? But we have 7 key takeaways for the ringing in the left ear that I'm touching on. Number 2, it can signify the presence of negative energy, which I was already peeping at. It was like, that's how I knew it aligned. Dead giveaway, right in the first couple of words, right? Get this, that negative energy has the connotation of gossip, people gossiping about you. So I heard it twice in my ear. So in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, if that applies, if that's the connotation that it could be, then there may be 2 people talking about me. Hell, for some of you, it could be 2. And it could be a multitude. It could be beyond the number 2 for some of us, for the majority of us. But it alludes to the fact that there needs to be caution about an upcoming situation. And I've been peeping and picking up the things that have been put down before me with strangers, with the people in the content that I watch, with the subliminal bullshit people try to say as though I don't know what's going on. I think that's real cute, but it's also real tragic because, sometimes we really got to look within and check ourselves sometimes and make sure that we know who we're talking to and we know who we're coming at and what consequences come after doing that with some people like me. Now I'm going to bring it down, but again, I don't take kindly to threats or to little subliminal, slick, negative shit like that. I don't take kindly to that. And you're damn right, I will certainly stand my ground and be as firm as I want to be to make my point understood and drive it home. Right? Let's move on to number 3. Okay, we're still going over the key takeaways for the ringing in the left ear. Number 3, it signals spiritual growth in the opening of the third eye. There were some things that I did during that full moon there, me and God alone, that I definitely saw develop almost immediately, supernaturally. There were things I was seeing, hearing, feeling that I ain't never seen, heard, and felt before that moment. Now, it was a high pitch ringing. There were some suggestions that paying attention to the pitch of ringing in one's ear, no matter the side, paying attention to the pitch of it could also help interpret exactly what messages are trying to be conveyed, right? So mine was high pitched, but for some of you, you may hear low pitched ringing. So I'll read this part out for you guys. Low pitched ringing implies spiritual weakening. That was not heard in any of my ears. Not at all. As a matter of fact, it aligns with the spiritual growth. So the fourth key takeaway is exactly what I already touched on. Pay attention to the exact sound, timing, and triggers of the ringing for clues to interpret the meaning. Simple enough. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? The fifth key takeaway is, of course, tinnitus, right? That's one of them, right? So I'm not negating medical influences either, right? It could be all above. It doesn't just have to be one or the other. You know, some of us get caught up in that. We're so focused on, picking a side that sometimes all sides have to be considered before taking a stance or making a decision. But aside the medical, we have our sixth key takeaway, and that would be the reduction of caffeine and alcohol. Now, I drink both of those happily. And I also notice when I overindulge. If I like something, I'm going to go hard. I'm going to give it my all. But sometimes too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So that was also, it applies. Look, 6 out of 7 apply thus far for me, except the low-pitched ringing. There's no weakening over here. But the seventh key takeaway, and we're going to get into this reading. The shuffling's done. We're good. We're ending on the 4 of Wands. We'll tap into this in a minute. But the seventh key takeaway is, while ringing has spiritual symbolism, persistently unilateral ringing should be medically evaluated for underlying conditions. So in order to interpret whether it is a medical condition, if it's persistent and it's constant and there's no real one off, it was a 1 or 2 off for me. It just rang twice and that was it. Wasn't happening before it, wasn't happening after it. So that's what leads me to believe that it's beyond tinnitus. That was a message. Usually it could even indicate that ancestors are trying to communicate with you. The angels are trying to communicate with you, and they're trying to warn you about something if it's in the left ear. Most of the time. Doesn't always mean that, but most of the time, at least in my case. So there you have it, you guys. Those are the 7 key takeaways of ringing in your left ear. But back to the whole dusties, crusties, and a little musties, and hate snooping, hate stalking, hate watching hoes, and everything in between, about that, you got to check yourself or you wreck yourself. You know what I mean? You're so focused on, some of these people are so focused on coming at the people that they hate that they miss their own little messages and signs and things that they need to do and take care of for their own selves. That's dangerous. It's dangerous. But I do see for us, right? For those of us that are dignified, for those of us that are honest, for those of us who have morals, for those of us who actually have a heart, for those of us who genuinely care, even though it would probably do us well off more so to not care. We still choose to care. We still choose to help. To people like that, that's what you're going to get. 4 of Wands. To the people throwing shots at us, those are going to be reversed and returned back to sender 100-fold. And as a side note, here's a little fun fact. For those that say amen, can I get an amen? Let me get an amen in the chat. while I explain this fun fact about amen. Did y'all know that amen translates to so it is so? Signed, sealed, delivered. It is reversed and returned 100-fold. All evil, all attacks, whether conscious or subconscious, whether interdimensionally, emotionally, psychically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, and all of the above, it will be reversed. All evil eye will be reversed and returned back to sender 100-fold. So it is so. Amen. Ashe, 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 amen. Now back to the point, y'all. Let me go ahead and cut this deck. Okay, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Okay. Now back to the point. The first cut is the emperor. The first cut is the deepest. Now back to the point. I know I cracked up a little bit. I need a little water, but don't even worry about it. Hey, when I start sipping on that though, I'm gonna come back and hit that high note right. But don't even worry about that because we're not here for that. We here for this. Emperor. We're starting to come into our authority. We're starting to take control over the things, the people, the places, and all of the above that we choose to indulge in and entertain. And I think people are starting to see that we're using our sword to speak the truth, honey. We're commanding authority. Our presence commands authority. And I think that's why people want to try to tear that down. But the second cut is the Eight of Wands. See, we're moving very quickly. We're starting to transform. We're making moves. We're not worried about trying to worry about this person saying this over here or worrying about what this person got going on over here or trying to figure out why any of that is any of that at all. You know, we're making moves forward. We're not focused on anything else right now. And some of us could actually be focused on building a business. Something just came to me, you guys. I had to process that. Some of you could be dealing with someone that has kids that wants to fly you out. I don't know why I just heard that. But they want to fly you out. Or they want to visit you. Or maybe some of you are visiting your actual fathers in regards to something here. But for those of us starting a business, a lot of us are either getting promoted to become CEOs, CFOs, executives, officers, etc. Some of you could be in the military or know a military man. I wish I could find me a good military man, girl. That seems to be what I need, because anything other than that, just it doesn't mesh. But I definitely see that things are starting to manifest rapidly. Things are developing in ways that some of us probably never even imagined it would. And you know what? I love to see it. Heart of the matter, we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. You guys, you will experience delays in regards to your ships coming in. But you are starting to see things manifest from the seeds that you planted from yesteryear for some of you, or even from yesterday. Things are starting to manifest, and we came out of a time where people were trying to send this our way. You know, some people could be using demons to do their dirty work, monitoring spirits, trying to use fallen angels to cause fear and to cause us to see things that aren't there, or to cause us to always be in the state of fear, to cause us to live in a spirit of self-doubt and doubt of others and a spirit of anxiousness. But we've come out of that. That cycle has completed, because I do believe a lot of us are experiencing that spiritual growth that I touched on in some of those key takeaways, right? And I love how the Nine of Pentacles is in the heart of the matter. Presently, our money is starting to multiply in ways and in speeds that we couldn't have anticipated, but in a good way, right? A lot of us are like the Queen of Wands. I have Sagittarius Venus, so that all signs apply to me. But especially for those of us who have fire in our chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Some of you guys could actually be a mother. For some of you, could be an Aries specifically, but people are starting to see our beauty for the women out there. Your beauty is radiant. You are glowing, girl. Bitch, you better work. Right. You are starting to take such better care of yourself, better care of your affairs rather than, allowing other people to try to involve you in their affairs. And we're friendly and we're starting to gain our confidence back. We're getting our groove back for some of us after coming out of a period of being anxious and fearful. And the fact that we're deciding to stand our ground here, it's causing a lot of frustration for people because their ships are not coming in while they're watching yours come in. That's what I just heard. It could be people that you've been communicating with. Well, they'll try to say slick things to try to incite fear, try to incite intimidation, or make you feel intimidated. But we're not allowing that to penetrate our auric field and our spirit. Because I know I'm not. King of Pentacles, Virgo towards Capricorn. I see some male energy coming in here. Some of us could be dealing with an earth sign. Or someone with earth in their chart. Or a family man for real. He has money. This man has money. He knows how to control where he spends it and how much he spends. And I feel like this is the type of man that'll make it rain on you. Where he at, though? Where is he at? I love to be spoiled. I'll be good if you spoil me. If you don't spoil me, then I'm more than likely, I'm not going to be good or bad. I'm going to just be out. The advice is this Knight of Pentacles reverse. So see, this could be an older gentleman for some of us out there, right? Specifically, that I just described. But then we have this. This is another male. This could be someone younger or someone of the same age as us or close to it. But this is another earth sign male, but younger than the King of Pentacles male, right? King of Pentacles is upright. He's older. He's a family man. He's got money. He's already established himself, right? And I feel like there could be some competitors around you competing for their attention, but I feel like they chose you because the woman here resembles, to me, she resembles this. And this is crowning us, ladies. Where he at, though? I've been waiting for you, honey. Come get me then. Come get me then. Okay. But this right here, guys, be wary because there are some people within your family and within your circle that will not do the work to improve themselves. There's somebody here that's stuck. They're stuck in a rut, and some of you guys could be extremely bored with this person. They're stagnant in life. They say the same things every day, do the same things every day. They're not really looking to improve or broaden their horizons. It's saying stay away from people like that because they're not going to change. And for some of you, this could be family specifically, no matter the gender, right? I'm hearing brother, but as a whole, the way we are stepping into our own and commanding authority just with our presence due to our confidence and us taking better care of ourselves and investing in ourselves, there's going to be some shots fired. But I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, for everyone that views this video and for those that are supposed to find this video, all of us will be blessed. I command those negative energies over all of us here that are of good faith and have good hearts and do the right things by others. We will be covered in the protection, the divine protection that God has for us and his children at all times. And any evil sent our way will be reversed and returned back to sender 100-fold. It will bind to the sender. Any future attacks will be blocked. And all residual energies that we may have within our auric fields, our chakra centers, our mind, bodies, and spirits will be blocked. And all chains and shackles that keep us bound to toxicity, evil, and pain will be broken. And we will be blessed. Okay? Somebody wants to move in together. Some of you guys may be at that point with somebody. Somebody wants to move in together. They want to, and some of us may actually be single right now. This is for the single people right now. I feel like somebody's coming in for the single people right now. To the ladies out there, there may be somebody that's going to express, they're going to shoot their shot in a good way. They're going to express that they want to link up, maybe meet up. And I feel like this person will take care of you. But this is going to be someone older. So it's not going to be the person that's going to be the same age as you or close in age for some of you. Okay. But there's definitely somebody that's trying to control your destiny. And they're trying to control you. And some of us may have dealt with people like that. They're very controlling. They're very demanding. But they're spinning their wheels. It could be a Cancer for some of us. They're spinning their wheels. And they see that you're standing in your power, and you are claiming your victory in silence, while they want to come back, but they know they can't because they've done enough. This is somebody that's definitely from the past. Some of you guys, need to make some decisions here, or have already made a decision to break it off with certain people. Like, some of us could have still been friends with exes, I'm hearing, and we've decided not to let them in our energy anymore, because we do want to look forward in life. We want what it is that we deserve, and we know we have to be that which it is that we seek to receive. But there's somebody here that we definitely blocked. It could be an earth male and a fire female sign that's younger than you, or someone that has kids. Could even be just simply a fire sign, a female fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, with kids that I feel like this person is very insecure. There's somebody that's messaging us, and we probably already blocked them. Somebody's trying to block our creativity. They're trying to block our forward movement. They're trying to stop us from being free spirits here. And this could be in a multitude of different situations. Family members could be that way. Some friends, for the women out there, you could be surrounded by lady friends that are just, maybe they have kids, and they see that you don't. And, not that you're rubbing that in their faces or anything like that, but they may have an insecurity about that and feel like maybe they can't do as many things as you can. For some of you, it could be a motherly figure, quite literally, or a stepmother, or something of that sort. But there's somebody that's trying to cause frustration for you. And I feel like a lot of us are deciding to stand alone and focus on ourselves. I definitely think somebody got blocked and they've been trying to reach out to us, and because we've decided to stand firm on blocking that person and not going back and talking to them, that's causing them frustration. That just came through. And they're very insecure, and they're in and out. They're not really in all the way. They're emotionally immature, and we've decided we don't want to deal with that anymore. Matter of fact, let me clarify that. I'm going to put this 4 of Wands to the side because I love to see it. This just basically sums up the entire vibe, right? Good fortune is coming our way. We're manifesting that which it is that we desire. Some of us, as stated before, are quite literally getting proposals. Like, straight up. Or some of you guys may be taking that next step to move in together. But I definitely see new opportunities. This new job for some of y'all, I'm hearing, is going to create the necessary abundance that you desire. There's someone that wants to give you that abundance. Oh my goodness, where is he at? Please spoil me. New opportunities, new beginnings, new places, new ideas, new everything, honey. And that is where you'll start to see that you're coming out on top of the competition. Like, you're coming out on top. in the midst of competition. That's what I'm seeing. As long as you continue to stand your ground. Let me make sure that this screen doesn't cut off. There you go. But keep to yourself, you guys. I feel like that's been our saving grace. Um, and the more that we do that, it is going to cause frustration for them. So don't be surprised if you get that little ringing in your left ear after this video, or if you already had it. Let me lace you up, boo. Sir, ma'am, sir. Okay, like, everything is okay. Keep going forward, because I feel like they've watched you walk away already, and that's that. People don't like the fact that you're confident in who you are and confident in what you have to say, and you carry yourself with this air of authority without even saying a word. They feel it, they see it, and all of the above. Maybe someone likes our butt. I just heard that. Not like that, and I'm sorry for saying that. I don't mean to be inappropriate. Um, you know, tell your kids to get up out of here, girl. Okay, I should have said that before I said that, but hold on, y'all, because the card just dropped. Somebody wants us to lose. Somebody wants us to lose. Somebody wants to challenge us with their opinions about us. They want us to lose confidence. Don't let them do that, you guys. Let me clarify something right here, though, because this Knave of Wands reverse, the position that it's in, has me a little concerned. Now, some of you guys, quite literally, you guys will be getting some money here, I'm telling you. And this could be in regards to a legal matter, maybe a settlement. Some of you guys are speaking to mentors, and this is the type of mentor, and, you know, not to toot my own horn, but I aspire to be a mentor that people can go to that won't steer them wrong, that will tell them what they need to hear, but also what they can do to empower themselves. I feel like I align with this. It's up to you. Hey, hop in the comments and let me know if you feel that way. Whatever, let your voice be heard, girl. But some of you guys could be dealing with a Taurus. But definitely a family man, somebody that wants something serious. They want marriage. They want marriage. And, you know, if you guys are still working through some things where you're starting to release old energies and old relationships, you know, continue to clear those out, because what you've been doing has been working for you, for those of you focusing on yourself and focusing on improvement, the quality of life, the betterment of your life. Keeping to yourself is one of those big key things to continue to do, you know, because people will try to say and do anything to take you off of your spot, but it won't happen, you know. But somebody that you've blocked, you definitely avoided a disaster with this person. You know, the truth already came out, the dust has already settled, and this person is afraid of the changes they're going to have to make in regards to that. Let me see this Knight of Pentacles reversed. It's been a minute since I felt the need to clarify. But some of these placements has me like, huh? It's a mixed bag. So continue to, I feel like there's somebody that's very stagnant, and the more money that you give to help them, they're just going, it's going to be like a bottomless pit with this person. Don't even go there. Just turn them down. Let them find their own way, because if we don't do that, we're just going to continue to enable them being and doing nothing. The Five of Pentacles reverse that just came through. Not letting something end with someone is going to cause stagnance in our own lives as well. So again, that goes right back to what I'm already seeing with seeking solace in solitude, and that being the very influence that'll catapult us into where we're trying to go and attract and manifest the things that it is that we desire with no issue. You know, I see this Star reverse. Somebody has no inner peace within themselves. This could be who this person is to us. Somebody that does not create a peaceful environment. This is the type of person that sucks all the joy out of the room. And I know a few people like that I've decided, oh no, y'all can have that. You can keep all of that, girl, because I don't want any of it. You know, like, I don't need to be around any of you. You know what I mean? Like and I think that's where they got us messed up. But they know we won. Period. They know we won. And there may be somebody that's coming back. And you know what? This just came through. That completely makes sense. So whoever's coming back in your life is who this Knight of Pentacles reversed is. They're not going to change. Whoever is coming into our lives for the first time, that's where we should be focusing. Because this person is not, they're stuck. They're stuck in their ways. They're not going to do anything to fix it. So there's no reason for us to try to be there to assist. Now, some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. This person is also in the reverse. Not letting something end with certain people, or them holding on to the past or not moving on. They haven't moved on. They're still talking about things from years ago. They're still talking about people that they've been stopped talking to, all this stuff. Yeah, I see that letting those types of people go is for the best, and to focus on recovering from any losses that you may have taken financially and within relationships. But all new, baby, is what we're looking at, because some of these people are trying to take away your peace. They're not healed. They're not working on themselves. So therefore they will never heal. But we are. Being around people like that, though, no matter how much we love them and want to stay because we love them and we know that humans are fallible, but it's going to affect our energy if we keep it around and if we allow it to come back in. That's what I'm hearing. Let me do this one more time because I want to see this Knave of Wands reversed. You know what I mean? Like, who is this person? Like, they're mad because they want to talk to you and you don't want to talk to them and you block them. I feel like somebody's going to come out of jail or came out of jail already. This person is very possessive. They expect you to be put on the shelf when they're done with you and then to immediately jump at their beck and call whenever they need you to. This could be a workplace situation, family member situation, or an ex, or hell, all of the above, honey. But the fact that you released yourself from this situation, these people, because you guys weren't getting along, it could have been an unhappy relationship or somebody's leaving a relationship, whatever the case may be, apply it to your situation. It could be a situation where family members aren't getting along, all of the above, right? But some of these people just want your attention for the sake of attention. They're very insecure. They're all up in the ego. They just want to appear as though they have status, or they want to appear as though they have this or that, but really that person ain't about shit, never was about shit, and won't ever be shit because they're not doing shit to fix the shit that they already in and shit, you know. So that's all I have to say. The more you continue to focus on yourselves, you guys, and focus inward, and the more you focus on the self and invest in yourself and only invest in others and invest in you, the better. That's what I'm saying. And I think a lot of people are real upset about that. They see that you're recovering and they don't want you to, but you are. You've already released yourself from relationships where you weren't getting along and where you were holding on out of fear. You've already let that go and blocked certain people, but they're going to try to come back. So just watch out for that, because they know you won and they want to do anything in their power to stop it, but they know that their time is done. So that is all I have for you guys. Guys, drop your thoughts below in the comments. What resonated with you? Share this video if you think someone could benefit from this. And until next time, stay blessed, not stressed. Peace and love.